What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around, you don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer and their girlfriend purchased this scooter as a reliable means of transportation within a 10-mile radius. Their initial experience was largely positive, with the scooters assembling easily and connecting to their phones without issue, except for a recurring error code on one scooter. This error code, initially dismissed as a minor safety check, reappeared intermittently, especially when the scooter was subjected to higher speeds and longer rides. The error manifested as a need to repeatedly flick the throttle after stopping, and eventually, motor cut out while braking. Despite the intermittent error code, the reviewers enjoyed the scooter's performance. They praised the smooth ride in eco mode, noting its safety and extended range, although the lower speed could be inconvenient for longer trips. Switching to the more powerful modes revealed impressive acceleration and top speeds exceeding the advertised specifications, which proved exhilarating, but also highlighted the scooter's vulnerability to bumps at higher velocities. The repeated occurrences of the error code, however, became a significant concern, particularly when it interfered with braking functionality and nearly stranded the reviewers. After contacting customer service, a replacement scooter was swiftly provided, resolving the error code issue. While initially suspecting a design flaw due to reports from others experiencing similar problems, the replacement scooter functioned perfectly. This positive outcome, combined with the significant help from customer service, greatly improved the overall experience. The reviewers continued to use the scooters extensively, noting a subsequent minor issue, a beeping sound that turned out to be an indication of a full battery charge, and a persistent grinding sound in one of the front tires, which remains unresolved. Despite these minor setbacks, the reviewers remained overwhelmingly positive about the scooter's performance and reliability. They emphasized the extended range achieved even during long rides, noting the surprising battery life in demanding situations. They also noted that heavier users could still achieve high speeds and maintain a satisfactory range. While acknowledging some safety concerns related to inconsiderate drivers, they strongly recommend the scooter, highlighting the joy and convenience it provides while acknowledging the potential for mechanical issues.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer purchased this scooter for commuting, intending to use its advertised long range for a 10-mile paved route to work. While largely satisfied with the scooter's performance on paved surfaces, our reviewer found several areas needing improvement, particularly given the scooter's high price point and reputation. The overall experience was positive enough to warrant a repurchase, yet several design flaws prevented a perfect score. The scooter's advertised range significantly overstated its real-world capabilities. Although the reviewer weighs less than the scooter's maximum weight capacity and primarily travels on flat terrain, the actual range fell considerably short of the manufacturer's claim. This discrepancy was a significant point of disappointment. Furthermore, the thumb-controlled accelerator felt cheap and poorly constructed, a stark contrast to the otherwise robust build quality of the scooter. This component, crucial for rider control, lacked the smooth operation expected in a higher-end model. The cruise control function, accessed solely through a smartphone app, proved problematic. The lack of an on-scooter control for cruise control made it difficult to manage in varying traffic conditions. The system's tendency to re-engage unexpectedly after braking, even at low throttle settings, added to the frustration. The scooter's single-button interface for all functions, lights, riding modes, and power, proved inefficient and occasionally counterintuitive. This simplistic control scheme often led to unintentional actions, such as accidentally powering down the scooter while attempting to adjust the lights. The digital display's limited functionality was another shortcoming. Unlike more sophisticated displays found on comparable vehicles, it lacks essential information like distance traveled, estimated range, and a clock, making it less useful for commuting. This omission necessitates the use of an external device to track this vital information, cluttering the handlebars and adding unnecessary complexity. Finally, the riding modes, Eco, Drive, and Sport, presented a further issue. The reviewer found the Eco mode too slow for practical use, while the Sport mode's aggressive acceleration was jarring and uncomfortable, especially over uneven surfaces. The lack of independent control over acceleration and top speed within each mode limited customization and hindered the rider's ability to tailor the ride to their preferences. In conclusion, while the scooter offers a generally smooth ride and convenient folding mechanism, several critical design elements fall short of expectations for a premium-priced model. These shortcomings, primarily focused on the accelerator, cruise control implementation, display functionality, and mode selection, prevent a full endorsement despite the reviewer's overall positive experience.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer purchased 2 of these scooters and found the initial unboxing experience to be mostly positive. Both arrived in excellent condition, appearing brand new and requiring minimal assembly. However, our reviewer cautions against removing the scooter from the box alone, recommending a second person to help manage the handlebars and prevent damage to the wiring. While the assembly was straightforward, the reviewer noted that both scooters arrived with completely deflated rear tires, highlighting a significant quality control issue. Although one front tire had adequate pressure, the other was underinflated. Both scooters, however, were conveniently pre-charged to approximately half capacity, reaching full charge in a shorter than expected 2 hours. Setting up the accompanying app was relatively simple, though our reviewer noted the necessity of a modern Bluetooth-enabled smartphone and a barcode scanner for optimal efficiency. While the app lacked explicit instructions, it proved functional after some initial exploration and accurately tracked the test rides. This client emphasizes the robust build quality of the scooter, describing the ride as enjoyable across all speed modes. Sport mode offered an exhilarating experience, while normal mode was suitable for leisurely sightseeing or battery conservation. Eco mode, however, proved largely inadequate for even slight inclines. A 10-mile test ride, combining various modes, revealed impressive range, with approximately 40% battery consumption for each scooter under the rider's combined 380 pounds. Performance was consistent between both units. The lighting system, while functional in well-lit areas, was deemed somewhat insufficient for nighttime rural use. The rear light, although adequate, was considered small and low to the ground. The reviewer added additional lights for improved visibility. Both the regenerative braking system and cruise control features received high praise, enhancing both safety and ease of use. The regenerative braking, set to its strongest setting by default, was considered ideal. The cruise control, activated through the app, proved helpful in reducing rider fatigue. Our reviewer also compared the received units to previous models, noting several design refinements, such as a repositioned handlebar post-latch for improved stability and a seemingly more robust locking mechanism. However, this client pointed out some areas for improvement. Adjustable handlebars would improve rider comfort, particularly for those of shorter stature, especially when using the optional seat. The inclusion of valve extenders for inflating the rear tires, while functional, was deemed an unnecessary inconvenience and potential source of loss, advocating for longer valve stems as a more elegant solution. Overall, Our reviewer expressed significant satisfaction with the scooter's speed, range, and build quality, while suggesting minor improvements for future iterations. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.